I know everyone wants like fast results. They want make money quick, get rich quick. Everyone wants that, right? But surprisingly, starting like this whole process, it's not fast, but it's not slow too. Like 2 years went by really quickly when I first started, and I saw a lot of results in so yeah. What is the difference between FBA and FBM? That's a really good question. So FBA, FBM, the two difference is this. FBA means fulfilled by Amazon. FBM means fulfilled by merchant. So FBA means that when you list your product on the website, Amazon, and someone buys your item, you already shipped your item to the Amazon warehouse. So Amazon does all the fulfillment. Amazon's gonna ship the product out for you. They're gonna do all the customer service, and they're gonna deal with all the returns. FBM means that you're fulfilling the product yourself, which means that if someone purchases the product on Amazon, you're gonna ship out the item yourself. So you're gonna do all the customer service, you're gonna do all the shipping, and you're gonna do all the returns. So what do you guys think about that, right? I can tell you guys right now, FBA is much more convenient when you're first starting. The reason why is because you don't want to deal with shipping, you don't want to deal with customer service, you don't have the time to deal with that stuff, right? And another really important thing, guys, is that FBA has a much higher conversion. So what I mean by that is FBA tends to get much more sales. So FBA wins all the way. There's only certain situations where FBM is better, which is that FBM, if you have larger items, might be cheaper for you to handle. And if you already have a team, then FBM might be good. But I definitely recommend you guys to go FBA. Like FBA, so we experimented before. We think FBA has even 5 times more sales than FBM. And I don't think anyone would argue that FBA doesn't get more sales. Like find me someone that says that FBA is less sales, and I would be genuinely shocked. But definitely FBM, guys, is the way to go. What kind of qualities a person needs to be a leader in business? So I think like the one thing that really helped me in business is that realizing that there's no point of crying over spilled milk. And what I mean by that is that when I first started doing business, I would care and stress over all the smallest details that I have no control over. But over time, I realized like, hey, like, why am I occupying my brain with things that I cannot control? Things that are like totally like outside of my power, right? And if you guys do that all the time, I guarantee you guys are gonna be stressed, and you guys aren't gonna accomplish as much because you guys are just thinking about the wrong stuff, right? Nowadays, like if something goes wrong, there was a pretty funny story, guys. Like my supplier once shipped hundreds of units to me, and he forgot a very important part of the product that made it so all the products didn't work. So when I got the product and I opened the box and I saw that it was missing like a very vital component, I was stressed. But then I looked over at my partner, and he was just chilling. He was like, oh, whatever, right? Like, there's nothing we can do. Let's just talk to the supplier, get him to airship the parts to us. We're just gonna fill it in ourselves. And then that's it. There's no point of talking about it anymore. We found a solution, right? And after that, it blew my mind because I would be stressing about it. I would want to spaz at the supplier. I would be very upset. But then I realized like, hey, there's no point, right? Like, let's figure out a solution instead of just worrying always about these small facts. So my belief for a successful business owner is that he must learn where to focus his attention to. Do you recommend LLC? Yes, I always recommend LLC because I think in LLC, you have much more benefits. And the thing is, if you're starting a business, right, eventually you need an LLC anyways. So you might as well do it properly at the very beginning. So I created a corporation at the very beginning. And my thought process was that I would eventually use one no matter what type of business I did, right? Whether it's an e-commerce business, whether it's like a random consulting business, like anything, I would eventually need a corporation or a holding company anyways. Can you talk more about health?